Logan Ondrusek is the new pitcher.
4 games overall for Logan Ondrusek. He was optioned down to Double-A just before the start of the season this year, but when Sean Marshall went on the DL, he was activated, called back up, and he's been up here since April 10th.
Well, speaking of Sean Marshall, he is set to come off the disabled list. At least he is eligible to come off the disabled list on Tuesday. Still don't know for sure if he will come off the DL and stay here, or if he may go down to Louisville or wherever the Louisville team is and go out on a little rehab.
Well, the one stint that he had right in the middle of being unable to pitch with a fatigued shoulder and then being placed on the disabled list, he looked pretty good. I think if I remember right, he struck out a couple of batters. He said he's felt very good on his side work, his bullpen work. So I don't know whether they'll send him down or, like you say, give him a little bit of a minor league time to get sharpened up.
Ondrusek replaces Bailey, who goes 6. 2 runs, 7 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. His 3rd quality start in 4 starts this year. He will not be involved in the decision of this game. Swing and a miss. Solano getting ahead 3-1. He's a strikeout victim as the Marlins see Ondrusek for the first time this year.
Information. There's Penn's conflict with the Pirates. Go to MLB Network. Now time to prepare some grilled cheese. Gotta get the bread, some butter, and of course some cheese. Gabby Sanchez will come to the plate for the first time tonight. Came in on the 9 spot, so he bats first here in the 8th.
And a little breathing room would fit nicely right here.
Sanchez led the club in home runs and RBIs in the spring. Two balls and no strikes to Gabby. Starling Marte waiting.
Starling's been a nice part of this ball game tonight with his bat and a very nice catch at a critical time. And Mr. McCutcheon.
Good cut by Gabby.
These Cincinnati pitchers have large numbers, like Ondrusek out there with 66, Bronson Arroyo 61.
Toward right field, Jay Bruce. Not going to get it. He just ran out of room. Sanchez with new life.
Got to stop right there.
Which way's the game?
Yes, Daddy, I'm cold. I want to go home.
That's the. Can we go to the car?
Yeah. They're gonna win.
Three ball, 2 strike pitch. And he struck him out. Well, April 12th is an important day, and Robbie's going to tell us why.
Well, it's Grilled Cheese Day. That's why. And Jason Grilli celebrates by, obviously, he's a big grilled cheese guy, playing the name good and part.
That's an interesting sign right there that Mesoraco's giving Logan Ondrusek. You know, he throws 2 kinds of fastballs. He throws a fastball and a cutter. And I imagine that sign right there is the cutter. It's kind of like a C, but he kind of puts his thumb out and his index finger down.
Bailey had 8. Ondrusek has 2 strikeouts, so 10 Ks in this game for Reds pitching. That's the 4th straight game they've had at least 10 strikeouts. Came up a little bit shy yesterday on the pizza count. Now 1 away from that today. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Joe Mahoney. Couple of long drives fouled by Mahoney here in the 7th inning. Boy, other than that first game on Thursday, and it was tight early. The Reds broke it open with 4 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th, 2 more in the 6th. This has been a tightly contested series. Got him looking. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts, 11 of them in the game now for Reds pitching, and it is stretch time here at Great American Ballpark. This game all even. Marlins 2 and the Reds 2. We'll stay right here for the singing of God Bless America by Ben Walls.
They'll try everything. Ike hit the ball hard his first time up tonight. A bases loaded grounder, but he hit it to Brandon Phillips, which is a bad spot. And he struck out on a 1-2 pitch in the 3rd.
You know, the social media stuff is a lot of fun, I'm sure, for a lot of these young guys, but it can be viciously cruel. We saw that happen to Josh Tolley. He started his Twitter account, had to close it down.
You know, Twitter is just the latest incarnation, but as a Major League Baseball player or any kind of public figure in New York, the best strategy has always been for anybody to ignore the noise.
Exactly.
And whether that means radio, TV, as Davis strikes out for the 2nd time tonight, whether it means the newspapers, Twitter, whatever it might be, whether they're praising you or whether they're criticizing you, the best way to do your job in this town as a public figure is to ignore it all. Jeremy's loved ones are okay, but what a devastating scene in Oklahoma. They say at least 51 dead. They say a 2-mile wide tornado. I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, right.
Logan Ondrusek pitching for the Reds in the 6th. So our thoughts are certainly with everybody in that part of the country, which has seen such incredible devastation. Marlon Byrd has the big hit of this game for the Mets, a 3-run homer in the 3rd that tied up the game. His 4th home run. He's also drawn a walk. So Johnny Cueto goes 5 innings in his first start off the DL, and at the end of the day it was all terrific for Cueto. He struck out 6 of the last 8 batters he faced. He went 5 innings, allowed 3 runs, 3 hits, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, and a home run, and now a chance to be a winning pitcher. Ondrusek began the year in the minor leagues, a sinker ball pitcher who's had a bit of a home run problem this year.
Yeah, well, he can have that in the ballpark he pitches in, but he's been a guy that's very consistent for them. He's pitched in 60 or more games the last 3 years, but was left off the postseason roster last year.
I wonder what his inseam is. Does anybody in baseball have longer legs? Ondrusek, 6'8", from Shiner, Texas. One-two to Bird, and he got him with a fastball. So Ondrusek strikes out Bird to start the bottom of the 6th. Well, here comes Ike Davis. He's 0 for 2 tonight, and he's been an ongoing source of conversation. Terry Collins talking about Ike before the game tonight.
Ball.
Here's Stanton. He struck out, singled, struck out.
You know, when Ondrusek is at his best, I mean, he's a big, tall guy, 6 feet 8 inches tall. He really works the downward plane. But today it seems like he's up with everything. Gotten away with it so far. But you see Mesoraco back there just trying to convince him, get it down here. See him shaking the glove? That's just about all a catcher can do, is just try to emphasize with you. But right now it looks like Ondrusek's arm just a little bit slow behind his body.
Going to pump up his big right-hander. 2-2. Tied him up and in. Stanton goes to the ground as he strikes out for the 3rd time today.
That ball just coming out of his hand with extra life. Stan looks like he hurts himself.
He has been the offensive star for Cincinnati. Driven in 3 runs as a result. Here's Neil Walker. There's Logan Ondrusek. Walker with a couple of hits tonight. He scored 2 runs, 2 RBIs as well.
Did we announce the attendance tonight too? 24,366. We didn't.
You just did.
We're doing it now. We already did. We're doing it again.
Yeah, Free Shirt Friday tonight. Fireworks tomorrow night. Kids Day Sunday. Jolly Roger flags. In fact, the players had one hanging up in Jose Contreras' locker in the clubhouse today. I didn't realize the flags were as big as they are.
Good size.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you what, that's a good giveaway. Good giveaway, Adam. You'll want to have that. And Walker down on strikes. Ondrusek strikes out 2, gets the Pirates in order. And it's time for some grilled cheese on National Grilled Cheese Day. Here comes Jason Grilli.